I want to encourage you with this word. Try again. There are some things that you have tried in the past. There are some things that you tried to create or tried to produce or tried to go after, and it just didn't work. You had all these plans as to how you wanted it to be accomplished or what you wanted to see from it, and it just did not work the way that you expected it to work. It didn't come out the way that you wanted it to come out, and so you got discouraged. You lost hope. Maybe you question if this thing really is effective or if this thing really was from God. Maybe you doubted your abilities, you doubted, and you begin to question if this thing was even supposed to be. And I want to encourage you to try again. But this time when you try, this time I want you to try with a new level of faith. I want you to try with a new discipline. It may require you to change your approach a little bit. This time you may need to approach whatever it is that you tried to create before with a new mindset, with a new perspective. You may need to create some new boundaries. You may need to set some new systems into place so that you can see some different results than what you've seen in the past. There's a story in Luke where Jesus has this encounter with these fishermen prior to them becoming his disciples, and they had been fishing all night, yet they caught nothing. And Jesus encourages them to launch out into the deep, to let down their nets for a catch. And the disciples, the fishermen, they give him every reason, as to why this is not going to work. But finally, they got to a place where they pushed beyond their fears and their doubts and their uncertainties, and they launched out into the deep. They did as they were instructed, and at that moment, they started to see the results. For you, your new approach, your new method might require you to push beyond your fears. It might require you to push past your insecurities. You may not have all of the answers this time, but it's going to require you to show up with a new level of faith. It wasn't that what the disciples or the fishermen were doing wasn't working. However, it was their approach needed to be shifted. Their method needed to be changed a little bit. They had been used to this surface level of fishing, and Jesus wanted to take them to a place where they had never been before, a place that they had never gone before. And so this time when you try it, it might require you going to a place where you've never been before, in your faith, in your confidence, in your identity, in your purpose, in your mind. It might require you to show up differently. This time when you try, you might need to try with a new level of confidence. And so I just want to encourage you with this. Whatever it is that you tried to create or you tried to go after, whether it was school, whether it was a job, whether it was that business, that book, that podcast, whatever it is that you tried to do and it didn't work the first time, I want to challenge you to try it again. But this time when you try it with a new level of faith that this thing is going to work this time. Try it with a new level of confidence that tells yourself that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And this time I'm not giving up. This time I'm not quitting. Try it with a new mindset that I'm going to be focused and I'm going to be disciplined and I'm going to stay in my lane doing everything that I've been graced to be able to do. You got this. It's in you. Try it again. And this time when you try it with a new approach, I guarantee you, you're going to start seeing those results that you were expecting to see the first time. I hope that this encourages you to try it again, to not lose hope, to not lose faith, to not quit, but to keep going. If God gave you a promise, know that that promise that he spoke over your life, it will come to pass.